People, right, big day, big video. I'm recording this on February the 24th, 2020, and we are unboxing the Ignite rope. Now, if you're watching this video, warm welcome, of course, but if you're watching this video, it means one of 3 or 4 things. 1, you're ready to buy this thing and you just want to know a little bit more about it. 2, you've already bought it and you want to know how to just resize the rope, just understand what you're going to get in your box, how to, just know your rope. Or 3, you're kind of on the fence and you're just thinking, do I not? It's a little bit more money than usual than I would pay for a normal rush rope. We're gonna cover everything, all right? And I just wanna let you guys know that wherever you are, whether you're thinking of buying this rope, wherever you bought this rope, just thank you so much for the incredible support, for getting us to this point of creating our latest line of skipping rope. So, right, enough of the babbling. I do that enough. Nathan always tells me I do it. Cheers, bruv. But we're gonna make sure we get a very slick unboxing video done for you. Ignite rope, okay, basically, right, if you've ordered it, right, hopefully it's with you already or you're waiting for the pre-order, but this is what you're gonna get inside the box, right? We have, first of all, we don't have to talk too much about the box itself, but we have an amazing looking box. It's a box that fits right for this type of rope. Super slick branding, you've got the fire, the whole elements of Ignite. We're talking about powering up your workouts, all right? Talking about adding that intensity, that fire to your skipping game, and this rope will do everything and more. So the box, we don't need to talk about too much, but it looks sick. Next off, you're gonna get this really cool carry case, right? Hard cased, right? Make sure it's durable. It's gonna allow you to carry this rope around anywhere you go, all right? And it's actually just about big enough so that if you do have yourself a money rope, any of our other lines of ropes, you can actually squeeze this in if you would like. But it does transport your rope nice, freely, make sure it's mess free as well, tangle free, which you're gonna see. And it just allows you to just take it on the go, wherever you wanna be, in the gym, store it in your house, really nice and neat. And I feel that this is a really nice feature of this rope. Not many other brands out there have been creating cases which are functional, practical, and again, it comes super nice and finished off with the RA branding as always. So a little rubber handle for the grippage, and we're gonna open this bad boy up. So when you open this up now, people, you're gonna see something really cool. Something that has, again, never been seen in the skipping world. Check this out. Ropes now have their own kind of mold slot, as it were, in this carry case. If you're watching this and you're ready to own this rope, believe me, this is something that's never been seen, right, in the skipping world. So you're gonna be walking around with something that is super new, super fresh, and you're gonna love the look and feel of it. And again, it's gonna be mess free, okay? You don't want handles flying around in your bag. You don't want ropes all kind of going everywhere. By doing it like this, we're gonna make sure that you guys keep everything super tidy, all right, on the go. Just realized as well, by the way, just spent a really nice kind of couple of minutes telling you that this is February the 24th, 2020. Nathan kindly reminded me that we're in 2021. I've pretty much lost a year of my life. Blame the pandemic. But we're in 2021. If you're watching this later down the line in a few years, right? We're in 2021, all right? Okay, let's get back to the video. Okay, you're gonna see now the 3 ropes. The 3 ropes that make up Ignite. Ignite is all about, heat, intensity, fire. So what ropes did we go with? Went with white, yellow, orange, right? And they all signify different weights, different kind of feels, intensities, right? That's all you need to remember. The white rope, right, is the lightest of them all. It is 8 millimeters thick, and it's gonna weigh in at around about 265 grams. Now, I like to just say it's 250 to round it up because you're gonna have to start to resize this rope. Most people will be resizing it, so you're gonna lose a few grams, and we'll get to the resizing very shortly, okay? Don't spend too much time kind of going through the weights too much with you just yet. The yellow rope is gonna weigh in at around about, 400, 450, in between that. Again, when you start to cut it down, we're gonna cut the grams off. Alternatively, just remember, this is the medium weight, 10 millimeters thick. If you're in the RA know and you've bought our ropes before, this is the equivalent to the legacy rope, right? And the legacy rope weighs in at 400 grams, and that's pure solid PVC. This is actually PVC coated with a wire center. So again, when we cut the rope, you're gonna see a lot more of that. Then the last is the most beastly rope. This is 12 millimeter thick, super high intense, all right? Now this is gonna be about 600 grams, right? And it's no joke, this rope. When you pick it out and you attach it to your rope, you're gonna feel it. And that's why we've created handles to make sure that you can manage these ropes all well, right? Make sure that you don't damage your wrists, make sure that you get the best, the best feeling when you are skipping. And that's what brings us to now the handles. Handles, people, are absolutely unbelievable. Like hand-drawn, hand-designed. We have pretty much spent a lot of time, most of our time to be fair, designing how this handle looks, how it feels, and just the way it's gonna help rotate this rope around. Now, this is the first mechanized Rush Athletics skipping rope, right? First proper mechanized rope. Now, we wanted to make sure that when you do grab this thing, when you do have it in your hand, that you're gonna be able to manage a rope that's 12 millimeters thick. You're also gonna be able to manage a rope that's, you know, slightly less heavy, 8 millimeters, but also be able to do the tricks, the crossovers, the double unders, all those kind of cool moves that you know. It's just gonna feel natural, even though you've got this mechanism. And what we really are proud of when it comes to this rope is the fact that the ergonomics, it just has the hallmark looks and feel of a Rush Athletics rope, right? Now, you've seen the Money rope, you've seen the Legacy rope. These are standout ropes, right? The Icon rope. These are standout ropes which are not replicated, not seen, because we are trying to innovate and push this game forward. So we've added stitching and PU leather for the grip. So if you're handling this rope, again, if you bought this rope already, if you're looking to buy this rope, this feels absolutely amazing. That the grip, it's not just kind of like stuck on. It's not something that you have to wrap around. This is stitched on. So that the hands craftsmanship, as it were, the time, the effort that it takes to build this handle is a lot, right? It's a lot of man hours. And if you look at kind of the branding, again, really nice, really clean. The Ignite logo, everything it signifies is all about just powering up your skipping workout. So absolutely love these handles. We've also gone with blacked out clips, which is a really nice touch as well. So it just has that kind of blacked out feel, that stealth feel, that really strong feel, okay? Now the end of the handles is, again, why this is really important as well for the ergonomics, is when you're handling a really heavy rope, guys, you don't want this handle to be too thin. You want to have something you can hold on to, grip on the pad of your hand, okay? And that's why we've got this kind of wing coming out to allow you to grip it tight enough, grip it loose enough, but it feels solid in your hands. And when you're using this rope, you're gonna feel, and you're gonna see as well from the clips over the top of this, like it just moves really nice and smooth. You're gonna see that there's not like a kind of clunky feel, but you're gonna see that it's actually quite light. It's quite a light handle, but the thickness will allow you to have a smooth action. You can use it whether you're man, woman, whatever size of your hand. It's just gonna make sure that it allows you to not get injured as well with your wrists. It's not gonna make your wrists work harder than they need to, which is what you find in the market these days, which are handles which are super slim, but they're trying to handle super heavy ropes, and it's just gonna put so much strain on your wrists. Right, so now you've seen the kind of close-up details of the rope, you've seen the grip, you've seen the ergonomics of the handle, you've seen the time and effort that we put in to make this very different, very unique. I think it's time to show you another cool feature, which is the fact that you can size this to your height, to your specifications, again, which is not very common in this market, okay? Like, I'm not selling various types of heights and then you can't size it. This you can literally tailor to the exact millimeter, centimeter. All right, let's go size this rope. Now, in this little section, we're gonna finally talk about how to piece this thing together, put it on your handles, put each rope onto the handle, how the mechanism works, and also how you're gonna cut this down to size. One thing I want to quickly mention is, whilst making this video anyway, at the time of making this video, we're also in production of creating these kind of Velcro ties, which are gonna go around your rope, obviously a little bit more smaller, and again, allow you to kind of travel really tidy, really mess-free, make sure that the ropes don't get tangled within the box and within or amongst each other. Right, quick and easy, peeps. I'm gonna show you now how you're gonna attach each rope to the mechanism. Now, it's really easy. You can do this two ways, all right? I'm gonna show you both ways right now. The first way is you use kind of two fingers or one finger, like a thumb and an index finger even, and you pull this mechanism bit down, right? There's a spring, and all you just need to do is just push down and hold. So push down and hold. So when you hold it, it exposes the kind of opening of the mechanism, like where the rope's gonna go. Once that's opened, you get the rope, and you'll see that the rope has this kind of like shape, obviously, which now just slots straight into this kind of mechanism. Now, all you can do is get that there. Once it's in, you push and then fasten it down. It's as simple as that, man. It's really nice and easy, super cool mechanism. really strong, really durable. We've tested this for hundreds and thousands of hours even, man. Like, it will take a battering, okay? What I'll just make sure that I kind of get across to you in this video is that this rope isn't made for releases. It's not made to be chucked on the floor, smashed on the floor for whatever reason. So as anything in life, whether you have a phone or whatever, you know, if you drop this and drop it with force, like, there could be some damage on some of the mechanisms. So just take care of it. Obviously, it's supposed to stay in your hands, right? We're skipping. So anyway, that's the first way of doing it. The second way is, and let me show you how to actually unlock it. So it's the same way in reverse. You push down and pull, right? Really quick and easy. That was a split second. The other way you can do this now is, again, it's a really nice way, is you kind of push down with the rope itself, expose the mechanism, and clip in. Now, that's a nice way. I prefer to do it that way, especially if you've got like a little bit of sweaty fingers as well. Like, it might just kind of feel a bit hard to hold this down and slide it in. One more time again. So you just get the rope like this, expose the mechanism down, clip it in. We're going to show you now how to size this rope, people. And another thing that comes with the box is an Allen key. So quick and easy, right? The Allen key is needed to basically take this locking system off. Now, it's a little bit fiddly, I agree, like, you know, it's quite a small Allen key, but we made it for a certain reason, right? We want this to be stable. We want it to make sure that you can't kind of pull it off, especially whilst you're skipping. So it's just gonna take a little bit of care on how you do this, but all you literally need to do is just get the Allen key and start to kind of just unscrew these little screws, which are inside here, right? And what that's gonna do is this is gonna expose the rope. So I'm gonna quickly do that now. Don't need to show you the whole process, but let's do that now, and then we're gonna get into cutting this rope. So there's only 2 screws, right? There's only 2 screws you have to release, unscrew, whatever you wanna say. And then after that, what you just simply do is you pull this off. Now, this is the beauty about this rope. Like I said, you can resize it to the exact centimeter or style, whatever it is you want, okay? What you don't wanna do, guys, is you don't wanna get your tools, which I'm gonna introduce you in a minute. You don't wanna get your tools and just go mental and cut like so much off it, okay? So what I would recommend you do is, when you have taken off the system or the locking nut, is you then go into sort of thinking about where this rope should sit on your body. So naturally what I would do is I would even have a skip without the handles, funny enough. So I'd just have a little skip without the handles, and at this point you'll get an idea or a feel of how long the rope should be. Now, what I like to do is have the rope kind of finish just pretty much at the top of kind of my stomach, if that makes sense. So just under my pec, the way that I skip, the way my form is, I feel like that's where the best kind of length lies for me with the rope. So that's why I like to kind of just make sure that, you know, this rope will come at around about 10 feet long. And obviously, because it's mechanized, and unlike our other ropes, the ropes normally go inside the handles and there's an adjustment clip inside the handles. Obviously now the rope is starting from kind of like 1.5 inches maybe away from the handle. So that's why you have to make sure that the rope isn't too long for you. Always just make sure you just don't cut too much. That's all I'm gonna advise you on this one. So when you're measuring it kind of up against your chest or wherever you feel like the rope's gonna go, it's worth just getting a little marker point, maybe just mark the rope where you think you need to cut, and just go a little bit more, kind of less, if that makes sense. Never go more than you need to. Like I said, you're not gonna be able to retrieve the rope, and it's just gonna become a pain because you're gonna have a really short rope, so you don't want that. Anyway, let's get down to cutting this rope now. This is the fun part, right? Now, this is where I need to give you my safety disclaimers and all that kind of stuff. If you bought this rope or looking to buy this rope, you need to be careful on handling tools. Make sure you wear eyewear, protective wear, PPE, whatever you call it in your country, because you're gonna need some super sharp cutters to cut through this. Now, this is probably the only kind of sticky point with this rope, is that you're gonna need you need to find somewhere in your house the right tool to do this, but I'm gonna show you how you can do it. It takes a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of kind of like elbow grease, because the rope is super durable, because it has the materials inside to make sure that it's not gonna snap on you or break on you, etc. So let's go through the kind of options that I've got for you, okay? You could try it with scissors. Now, to be honest with you, I've tried, I've tested, you're gonna be there for a very long time. Scissors will not cut this, okay? You could have scissors on the sort of side, and it will help you kind of finish cutting the rope, but I'll show you that later. The next is if you have traditional wire cutters. Now, this is something that you may find in your house for kind of cutting electrical cables, that kind of thing. This one will still not be the one, because you can see like the mouth, the jaw of the, whatever you want to call it, the cutter, is not wide enough. It's not going to be enough to get through this bad boy here, which is the 12mm rope. So if you've got one of these, it's probably not going to do the job. What you do need, what I recommend, is something that I picked up off Amazon, right? It wasn't too expensive. It's about £7 or £8, maybe about $10 US. And you can see this one, it opens wide enough to fit all the weights, all the widths and all that kind of stuff, right? And you really want it to be sharp. So just make sure you read the reviews. I picked this up, like I said, had good reviews, it's super sharp and it does the job. Let's get into cutting, all right? Now, when you get cutting this rope now, like I said, you've got your marker point, you've got the right place that you want to cut it. Now, with this style of cutter, which I really love, is that it's got this kind of like smaller cutter at the tip and a bigger cutter in the middle. Now, I would try and get the same or similar kind of one, because these ones at the end are going to come in really handy towards the end. But when you've got your point, you're literally, it's just kind of like, you know, it's not scientific or anything like that. You just start cutting away. But what I found that really helps and works a bit better is you just kind of start to cut and twist the rope at the same time to get through the PVC. So get to a point where you're starting to put in a little bit of elbow grease, just keep spinning the cable, make sure you're cutting on the right point, the same point every time, because then you're just going to start wasting your time. But you're going to get to a point now, after that's about 5 or 6 really good cuts, you're going to get to a point where you're now exposing that cabling inside. Now hopefully you can see this on the close-ups, but that's the cabling inside. And what you want to do is every so often as you do your cuts, you just want to start to loosen it a little bit with your hands, right? And this helps to kind of break the cabling up inside a little bit. But what you can do is, quickly before I finish breaking this, peeps, is just make sure again you're careful, because these cablings or this kind of wiring inside is quite sharp, right? So you could get to a point where you accidentally kind of scratch yourself or something. You don't want children to be doing this, by the way. So if you are buying for like a young child this rope or something, or someone a bit younger, just make sure that you're the one doing this, like you're the adult cutting this. And what I was going to say to you before is, when you get to a point where you're kind of near the end, it might be worth actually getting some scissors if you want, because that I found that helps a little bit, and just use the scissors to kind of just finish off the last bit of the cabling, because then it gets a little bit thin, right? Okay. Now cut, all right? Not gonna lie, it's not gonna take you 30 seconds, might not even take you a minute. I'm gonna be super honest, it does take a couple more minutes, right? But a lot of elbow grease, not even gonna lie, it feels like a workout. You're gonna get some nice forearm workout, so at least we get that in, right? A little bit of pre-workout before our skipping session. One other thing you can do, right, is if you have these little fraying bits after you've done the cutting, just sand it down or just rub it on like concrete. Just make sure there's nothing exposed, right? Like I said, that this could cut you, it's not cool. But anyway, simple, right? This is very easy now. All you need to do is just get that piece that you attached, or you detached even before. Make sure you don't lose it, of course, man, it's very important. Is you just literally put that now back onto the rope as so. Make sure it's secure as well, by the way, before you start to put the screws back in. So we're just gonna now put this back in like this. And what I like to do is just kind of just spin it on, right? So again, we'll take a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of strength, but you wanna make sure it's on securely, right? So don't try and put this on loose. And now that it's on, we're just gonna literally now attach with the Allen key and the screws, everything that you took off in the first place. We're just gonna now put that back in, and now you've resized your rope. Very, very important, just a couple of things to remember. Do not lose the top piece, right? You're gonna get inside the box spare screws, like a few tiny of the screws inside. You'll get the Allen key, of course, but just do not lose this piece. This is very crucial, like you're not gonna find a spare one otherwise. Right, that is it, guys. Literally then you go back to attaching it to your rope, enjoying your rope, skipping like a boss, everything that we love to promote on this channel. And I know this turned out to be a little bit of a long unboxing video, but again, it's important that if you've copped this rope, if you're looking to cop this rope, you know exactly how to use it. Quick housekeeping rules, right? As usual, with any Rush Athletics rope, I always promote skipping on a mat. Although this is super, super durable, and you've seen me cutting this now for like a couple of minutes with heavy duty wire cutters, you should try and avoid concrete, not only just for the rope, but for your joints and your body as well. Like in the long term, if you're skipping with intensity with such heavy ropes, going at, you know, super quick speeds and really putting effort and power, you don't want to smash your joints to pieces. So stay on a mat, look after the rope. It is PVC coated wire, right? So it's very durable, it's not going to snap on you, but you don't want to erode this PVC by being like silly and just skipping on like asphalt or like horrible concrete. So just keep following the same rules and everything else that I try and promote in terms of looking after your body and ropes. Enjoy this rope, people. Spent a long time, a lot of money investing and just trying to make it amazing for you. So if you have copped, muchas gracias. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup, wherever you're from. And if you're looking to cop, I assure you, hopefully by the end of this video and now, you're feeling like this is something for the future. For me, interchangeable ropes have been around for a while and I just wanted to put my spin on it. So that is that for today's video. Hope you enjoyed this new style of unboxing. Drop your comments down below as well if you're a firm follower of this channel and that you like these type of videos, because I will get some out for the new legacy rope, the new money rope that is ready to drop as well this year. And yeah, man, just keep flying, boss, and high with us as always, man. I appreciate your love and support. This rope has been a dream and a making because of your support out there, man. It's been absolutely insane. Just wherever you are in this pandemic, hope you keep it safe, and I'll catch you in the next video as always. So the Ignite rope is out. It's due to release at the time of this video. I've got the year wrong, I know, but it's gonna drop next week for pre-order. So when you're watching this now, check the dates down below, check the links, mark your calendars, set your alarms, do everything you need to. And if you're part of our unique exclusive Flyer Society Club, you will get first access to this at a discounted price. So go check it all out online. We've got the description of the product, what you're gonna get, exactly everything that I was just showing you in the video. And that about wraps up the video, people, man. So I'll see you in the next one. So take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace. You're too far to reach, man. Close the video.